The story of Bhadrapāla, a vow across lifetimes.
Hello everyone. Today, we're going to talk about an absolutely incredible story. Think about it. A death row inmate, moments away from execution, suddenly transforms into a saint. It sounds far-fetched, doesn't it? But behind this tale lies a profound truth about karma and the power of vows. This power is far stronger than we often imagine. So, how did this happen? We're here to answer a central question. Is it possible for a murderer, at the very last moment of his life, to achieve instantaneous enlightenment? It sounds like a myth, but the story of Bhadrapāla gives us the answer. From profligacy to death row, Bhadrapāla's life started with every advantage. He was a privileged second generation, the son of a high-ranking minister, talented, educated, and facing a bright future. However, he lost his way. He began frequenting brothels and living a dissolute life. Things took a dark turn when, fueled by intense jealousy over a courtesan, he murdered 3 people in a single fit of rage. His downfall was total. His father disowned him, and the entire city looked upon him with loathing. He was sentenced to death. Imagine the scene. He is paraded through the streets, wearing the flower garland of the condemned, with the executioner whipping him from behind. The crowd stares with utter contempt. In that moment, all his pride and indulgence vanished. His mind held only one desperate, humble plea. Someone, please save me. Please take away this terror. The unexpected savior. At his most hopeless moment, who should appear? The Buddha. The Buddha didn't just sense Bhadrapāla's physical agony. He saw the sincere signal for help deep within his heart. He saw that this man was still savable. The Buddha appeared by his side and spoke to him. He then interceded with the executioners, asking for Bhadrapāla's release. The executioners set a condition. They would spare his life only if he agreed to become a monk. For a man facing death, this was a miracle. Bhadrapāla agreed without a second thought. The incredible transformation. Here is where the story becomes truly mind-blowing. Bhadrapāla didn't just survive. He practiced with intense devotion. Under the Buddha's guidance, he eventually attained the stage of Arhat, a fully enlightened saint. Even the Buddha's other disciples were stunned. They asked, "Teacher, this man committed such heavy crimes. How could he achieve such a result? Was it just a lucky break? Or is there a hidden story we don't know?" Peeling the onion, the 2 hidden layers. The Buddha explained that this was neither an accident nor luck. To understand Bhadrapāla's transformation, we must peel the onion and look back at his past lives. Layer 1, the recurring pattern. In a very distant past life, the Buddha, then a mountain hermit, had saved this same man from execution for a different crime. Even then, the hermit guided him to practice. The script was almost identical, saved at the brink of death, followed by spiritual practice. However, back then, he only reached a certain level of meditative concentration. This time, he achieved total liberation. This suggests that simply being saved wasn't the root cause. Layer 2. The ancient seed. The ultimate secret lies even further back, during the era of Kasyapa Buddha. In that life, Bhadrapāla was also a monk. As he was passing away, he made a very clear, powerful vow to attain enlightenment. This vow was like a time capsule seed that traveled through aeons, waiting for the right conditions. When he finally encountered Shakyamuni Buddha, that seed finally blossomed. The law of karma in modern life. A contemporary master interprets this story through the lens of the law of cause and effect, karma. Simply put, every thought, every word, and every action is a seed, cause. When the time and conditions are right, it must grow into a result, effect. Bhadrapāla's story perfectly illustrates this iron law. Positive cause. His ancient vow to attain enlightenment led to his arhatship. Negative cause. His act of murder led to his death sentence. Both results played out. The law does not make mistakes. A lesson for today. The master also addresses a sharp modern question. Why is the image of Buddhism sometimes disrespected today? He doesn't blame society. Instead, he points back at the followers. If we do not live out the teachings or act with integrity, how can we expect respect? He uses a powerful proverb. The worms inside the lion's body are the ones that eat the lion's flesh. This means the greatest threat to a noble tradition isn't external attacks, but the internal decay of its followers. Our behavior is the cause. The respect or lack thereof we receive is the effect. Conclusion. Bhadrapāla's enlightenment was not a miracle of luck. It was the result of a clear, heartfelt vow that echoed across time and space to shape his destiny. This leaves us with a question for ourselves. At this very moment, what are we thinking? What are we saying? What are we doing? What kind of seeds are we planting for our own future? It is a question truly worth reflecting on.